こんにちは、サイカラと申します。エクゾプライマルのシナリオが良かったので、最初から見返すために全ムービーをつなげていこうと思います。全ムービーとはいえ、抜けがあるかもしれませんが、全ムービーをつなげると超大作になりすぎるので、だいたい30分ぐらいをめどにムービーを紹介していく予定です。これまでの動画は再生リストにまとめています。概要欄に URL を貼っておきますので、今までの内容が気になる方はそちらをご覧ください。
How's the wound healing?
Better. Why so worried?
Oh, I'm not worried. I'm invested. I mean, I'm the closest thing you got to a nurse on this entire island.
That's a comforting thought. What's the word on Durban?
The word is slippery. By the time we've got a location, he's already gone. And what I wonder is, how is it he steps out of war games and keeps his head? Right? I mean, nothing happens to him.
I think, he works for science. Maybe answer is there.
Well, we'll figure it out. And hey, take it easy and get yourself healed up. Just between you and me, if Ace bites it out there...
Alders.
Well, we'll need you to pilot it. Ace! Ace, How are you? You step so quietly for someone in combat boots. So, how are you? Chief, I've got something here.
What am I looking at?
Everybody knows Anchor Division used a silent security shell around their servers. Any external communication had to pass through the buffer before being broadcast. But what they might not have known is that also applied to their private terminals. So, I had Sandy hack in and search for any communication that was stopped before it could get off the island. And this was the fruit of her labors. It's from Haruka.
It's an email.
It's addressed to you, Chief. I haven't opened it. I'll give you a minute.
Yeah. Thanks. Sandy. How long before the incident was this?
5 days, Chief.
God damn it. She needed me. She needed me and I didn't know.
I have located a research memo from Anchor Division.
Okay, new Sandy. We need to have a chat about research memos. They're long, they're dry, they bored the kneecaps off even the people who had to write them, and they very rarely contain anything of use. Before your reset, we used to read through hundreds of the things.
This memo matches several key search parameters.
Let me guess. We're out of coffee, does my hydraulic cylinder look big in this, and who keeps licking my petri dishes?
Negative. The matching parameters are Leviathan, access, command.
Whoa, what? Let's take a look. Signs commissioned a single-user Leviathan access key. And look at the date. It's right after Haruka's stunt that set fire to the lab. It grants access to watchers and vortexes. This is what Durban's using. Signs gave Durban limited command access to Leviathan. What was he thinking?
Oh, I can't take this anymore! Every single war game, Ace is rolling the dice on staying alive. We lost Magnum and Sandy to Durban. Surprising nobody, Science turns out to be a double-crossing rascalot. The port engine is still leaking fuel. We haven't found my sister, and this jungle heat is making me sweat like mad.
A sign of healthy glands. Strong like bull.
Sounds like you need some good news, Chief.
Oh, give me anything.
Sandy, take it away.
Durban has made a critical tactical error. We have exploited his mistake and discovered his location.
We've got him?
Like Ace with a ham sandwich. It's just a matter of time. Before the incident, Signs commissioned a card key that grants access to Leviathan and locks out anyone else who might try to shut it down. And we're guessing Durbin has that card key, and so he's getting overconfident.
Durbin repeatedly appears on surveillance cameras across the island.
He's going all over, probably trying to track down the remaining pieces of Golden Goose for Signs. Little does he know, we have a piece he'll never find. Thanks to our resident deity here.
I am kind and loving God.
Durbin's location, direction of travel, and travel time to the location in each image reveal that he always commences travel from the same position.
Or to translate, he starts every wargame in the same place. Right here.
All we need to do is get there first and whack! Like Chief setting down can of beer.
Now that's more like it. It's about time Durbin started feeling the heat.
Sandy, we're going to get your brain back in no time.
That is confusing.
How about it, Ace? Ready for a little payback?
What now? You invading other people's dimensions, asshole?
Death by firing squad, apparently. But at least do me the courtesy of looking me in the face whilst you do it.
Brilliant. Ace. You're looking pretty good. You see, in my dimension,
You had a little accident. Exploding Heisel tank. Had to fit you with a robot on. Very disqualifying.
Cut the shit and hand over the memory core.
You came for this. Take it. You see, I have a better AI. I do have to warn you. If you try to shoot me, Leviathan will open a vortex right in your head, and you won't be solving that with a prosthetic.
He's bluffing. Your call, Ace. Tick-tock. Tick-tock. I'm telling you, he's bluffing. It's me.
Leviathan! Send them back. Shoot him! This war game ends when I decide. Well, next time, don't listen to me. Listen to me.
How's everybody doing with this?
One of him was ample.
This isn't Sandy's cause. I hit Sign's grave. Damn it!
Something we could get you, Alders?
I'm fine, Majesty.
Who are you lying to here?
What, Majesty?
It's just us!
What do you want, Madge? You want to know what the monthly nut was on this thing out there? It was just a little bit more than my rent. And I spent loads of time on poor me. I should have been whole. I should have been what? Him? Him? Are those my choices? A dead-eyed bloody murderer or a penniless cripple? He is everything I said I wasn't. There he is, and he's better than me. No, he's better than me.
Alders. Fuck that asshole. Huh? No, listen. Fuck that asshole, okay?
Thanks, Max.
Come on. Okay.
Thanks, Max. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys.
Hey! What's all this? You never do a group hug on this ship? Now the chief!
Chief!
Yeah!
Chief, squeeze us on it!
Alder's heart rate has returned to normal.
Is that what I think it is?
We've caught the explosion on video a few times. Here. This is the clearest angle.
Every time I think about it, it makes my blood boil. Haruka died because of what happened on this island. If we don't do something, many more good people like her will too.
I can come back to this, Chief. I don't want it.
No. Leave it on the screen. We should have a reminder of what's at stake.
You found another 181 file?
Sandy did, yeah. This is another piece of Golden Goose.
Well done, Sandy.
I am glad to be of assistance.
If Durban doesn't have this yet, we could bait trap.
Maybe. Not sure I can invent a trap to trick myself. All we can do is... Wait, hold on. Look at this connection port. Sandy, what's the diameter on the thingamy in the transmitter? The aerial connection, bus, trunk, radial, you know...
The diameter of the radial antenna effect trunk connector socket is 18 millimeters.
Thank you, Sandy. Ooh, it fits. it fits.
I will reject obvious joke.
Signs. Don't you see? Chief! Ace! Ace, you found Signs' skeleton clinging to the transmitter, right? Signs brought it to the island. He brought it because it's part of Golden Goose.
It is some kind of prototype?
Yes, he must have brought it here to finish it. No wonder it can communicate beyond normal space-time. This whole time, we've had a next-gen vortexer right under our noses. Well, I need to concentrate, so I pop a caffeine pill. Then I need to sleep, so I pop a sleeping pill. These chemical hairpins are starting to get to me.
Take break. I will manage Big Time Series data search.
Look, no offense, but I've got this whole picture building up in my head, and it would take you too long to catch up.
Get out of way.
You're just wasting your time. It's... Okay, go on then.
Oh my god. There is tiny person stuck on Stratovator right before explosion.
Wait, what?
Look at this. All the cars locked down once dinosaur outbreak began. Except this one started from ground 33 minutes before cable exploded.
Wait, where does it say... Oh, what?
Someone was intentionally going up Stratovator during the Bigatoa incident. How could you not notice this?
Context is important, you know. Without all the facts, I just...
Take break.
I'll take a break.
One way or another, we've got to get my sister off this island. Sandy, tell me you found something.
Current information indicates that rescuing Haruka Lorenzo is impossible.
You found Durban, you can find Haruka too. Just keep trying.
Chief, you're not listening. We can't rescue her. Sandy didn't say we can't find her. I wasn't going to tell you until we had a bit more to go on, but... Sandy?
Evidence from the Stratovator control system suggests that Haruka Lorenzo was on board an elevator car when the Stratovator cable exploded.
There's just no way to get to her. We knew someone was up there, we just didn't think to check the onboard cameras. Sandy figured it out.
Can't we contact her? Bring her back down.
Well, that brings us to the other wrinkle. Sandy,
Analysis of the vortexer explosions reveals an extremely large volume of the presence of Lozol.
But here's the thing. None of Leviathan's sensors were reading Lozol. Just stable, safe highs all across the board. Chief, I think this was Haruka's plan in action. Nadi must have blinded Leviathan from the inside, disabled its sensors while she did something to the Hyzol pipeline.
I know my sister. She got on that Stratovator believing she could take down Leviathan. Haruka had a plan to destroy Leviathan without taking out the Stratovator. Then she doesn't need saving. She needs some help to make her plan work.
My thoughts exactly. Something went wrong with her plan. Maybe we can set it right.
Chief, look at this in her email. Crashing the Stratovator's opening party? Bring a jet?
She was dropping hints about something. She wanted my help.
That means there's got to be something we can do.
You're right. It's just a matter of finding it.
I have completed analysis of all data related to Leviathan from the Anchor Division's 2040 archives.
Brilliant. Let's hear what we've got.
Is this thing recording? Okay.
Sidhu, this isn't necessary.
It's protocol and it happened. It has to be documented. This is Sharon Sidhu, employee ID number 13614, August 10th at 11:38 a.m. Project title, Golden Goose.
Come on, Sidhu, we're back inside normal parameters.
At 11:09 a.m., we began our scheduled vortexer cable operations test. Forward cable rotation system met or surpassed all safety metrics as expected. However, at 11:29 a.m., while testing the reverse rotation system, an incident occurred resulting in reverse Hyzol flow up the pipeline.
I did everything according to the specs.
Nowhere in the specs does it say to turn on the Hyzol systems when the vortexes are running in reverse, Todd. The disruption lasted only several seconds, during which time the Hyzol flow was destabilized, causing a flood of Lozol in the vortex's tanks. Leviathan then instigated a highly dangerous systems purge.
And it worked. What's the big deal?
The big deal, Todd, is that Lozol made up almost 15% of the mixture in the pipeline system at the time.
And this is my point. At that volume, you'd need to get past 60% Lozol before there was any danger. Lozol is perfectly safe in smaller concentrations.
You know what's not perfectly safe, Todd? Leviathan, purging 100 tons of Lozol through the system bottleneck. And do you know what's down through the bottleneck, Todd? It's the vortexes. And do you know what can happen to the concentration there, Todd? You don't. Because if you'd read all the specs like you were supposed to, you'd know that could have been very, very bad, Todd. Bottom line, Dr. Science. It's become clear Leviathan's Stratovator emergency protocols are currently not in line with IBS Health and Safety Operation Guidelines. I'll be following up with a formal report on today's test results and suggestion for improved safety protocols.
And a counter report from me.
Okay, yeah, you do that. And while you're at it, file a report to your brother-in-law in HR and tell him Dr. Sidhu says, "Fuck you very much, Rich, for endangering everyone on this island by strapping me with Todd."
Finally. Everybody, come check this out. May I present, nestled among the Hyzol infrastructure and all the way up on the Stratovator, it's Leviathan's core!
How much Hyzol is in there?
Best guess? 10,000 liters.
I did not know they made Hyzol tanks bigger than 100 liters.
With that much Hyzol, you could power
81,600 average homes on a sunny day in the south of France.
Yes, that was exactly what I was about to say.
Good going, Sandy.
Chief, are you all right? That's the message Haruka sent you. And there it is. Crash the opening party.
There's more to it than that, though. Sandy, tell him what you found.
A portion of the message was encrypted.
Encrypted?
Haruka didn't want IBS to see it. But this is the part I don't get. Polybius, my high score? I don't get it. Polybius is some kind of game.
Polybius wasn't actually a game, Chief. More of an urban legend.
I believe Haruka is suggesting we decrypt the message with a Polybius square.
So, you do not need to ask permission.
I decrypted the file 5 minutes ago.
Ah, see? The student becomes the master.
I am honored, Victoria.
The Katoa in danger.
Unstable tech need help to destroy the AI Leviathan.
Bring an aircraft that's able to reach the Stratovator control platform.
What's that last bit about? I will provide a device.
Haruka also wants to take Leviathan out of the picture. So she wanted us to get to that control platform. She was trying to give us something.
Sandy, pull up the control platform. Leviathan's core is right there. And around the core, Hyzal tanks. Those tanks hold hundreds of thousands of liters of Hyzal. Now look here. Hyzal flows right through these pipelines. Wait, that's it. That's it, the incident. Those pipelines... Sandy, play that voice recording describing the vortex or error.
The disruption lasted only several seconds, during which time the Hyzal flow was destabilized, causing a flood of Lozol in the vortex's tanks.
And this is my point. At that volume, you'd need to get past 60% Lozol before there was any danger.
The tanks store both Hyzal and Lozol. And if we can convert at least 60% of that mixture to Lozol, I think we have just the tool to do that.
Golden Goose?
Golden Goose, Chief. What can Golden Goose do?
Convert Lozol to Hyzal? How does that help?
A fuel conversion doesn't have to be a one-way street.
Look, there is warning. Do not allow this component to revolve counter to the indicated direction.
Revolve?
Listen, if we reverse the revolution of the cylinder, we can synthesize Lozol from Hyzal. Haruka knew this. That was her plan. Haruka and Noddy wanted to destroy Leviathan's core. They were going to do that by converting at least 60% of the Hyzal in those tanks to Lozol. Noddy bought Haruka the time she needed by deactivating Leviathan's sensors, so Haruka converts the Hyzal back to Lozol. But Leviathan detects this newly converted Lozol and proceeds to flush it down the pipeline at once. Self-preservation. The Lozol in the pipeline mixture exceeded that 60% threshold, and Haruka's plan backfired. Literally. Noddy was wrong in assuming the sensors could be deactivated, and Haruka couldn't convert the Hyzal all on her own. She needed help.
So she asks Chief for a hand.
Bring an aircraft that's able to reach the Stratovator control platform. I will provide a device. She wanted to give us Golden Goose. Lucky for us, we got a Golden Goose prototype right here. We're gonna take this bird straight to the control platform, reverse those cylinders, and turn all that Hyzal to Lozol. Once we hit the 60% sweet spot, we're gonna blow Leviathan sky high. The plan's crazy, but it's got Haruka written all over it.
Crazy? I love it. I don't suppose you could introduce me to this sister of yours, Chief?
And save the jokes for when Leviathan's gone.
Is good plan. Short, sweet, explosive. So what do we wait for?
Well, there's still one problem. Haruka's in the year 2040. Last I checked, this carrier can't hop through time, and Ace is the only time traveler among us.
There has to be a way. Leviathan's calling up dino freaks from millions of years ago, while Haruka's stuck just 3 years in the past.
Well, temporal distance isn't the issue, but...
You know who is expert in solving these kinds of problems. Science.
Even if he could solve this, why would he?
So what we need to find is leverage. 3 years? What the hell happened in 3 years that would make me end up like Durbin?
You're thinking about it the wrong way. What happened that made you end up like you?
Yeah, I get where you're going with that, Chief, but I hate to think getting my arm burned off made me a better person. I don't know. So much has changed since 2040.
Both of you are looking at it wrong. It is only 3 years, which means you and Durbin are practically same person.
But come on now, don't rub it in.
What Majesty is saying is, you can think like him. Maybe out-think him.
Get crazy deep all up in his head.
Okay, I don't even want to imagine.
Alders, we need every advantage we can get. I know what it is like to see yourself doing things you cannot conceive of. I know it hurts. But you must think. Pretend you're Durbin. You're a total piece of shit.
Yeah, a real fussy hole. A turtle.
Yes, okay, I think I've got it, thank you. Okay, I'm Durbin. I have Leviathan on my side, so I won't try to stop the war game. I'm safe. And I haven't gotten what I want yet.
And what you want is?
Golden Goose. I mean, I want Golden Goose. It's one of the most important inventions in history. Don't want the money. No, but it's more than that. I want control. Yes, I want control of my life, of the world. It's ego a go-go.
Yes, this tracks.
But you don't have to agree quite so quickly.
So you're just going to give it to science?
No, of course not. I want it for myself. Right. I want it for myself.
Alders, remember that time you told Sandy what you were like before you lost your arm? Always, you do everything yourself. Never trust anyone.
That's it. I know what Durbin's going to do. He's going to stab Signs in the back. We can use this. Let me talk to Signs.
You? I don't know what this is, but unless I'm mistaken, you have a war game to worry about. Don't call me again.
You've got something to worry about too, Doc.
What's that supposed to mean?
Seen old Durbin recently? I bet he hasn't been around much. Guess he's been busy with his wild, golden goose chase.
Take a look at these signs.
What on earth?
That's Durbin breaking into a secure Anchor Division facility. But he didn't tell you that, did he?
Durbin's turned against you. He's making a play for Golden Goose. Solo.
This is preposterous.
You're probably right. But then again, take a good look at me. Yeah, I'm him. More or less. Funny business, this alternate timeline stuff. So when I tell you Durbin's turned, just ask yourself.
What does Durbin do when he no longer needs somebody?
You don't understand my arrangement with Durbin.
That arrangement disappeared the moment you gave Durbin your Leviathan access key.
How did you know about that? I didn't have a choice.
Aw, poor baby. He didn't have a choice.
I mean it. You never wondered why I called your frequency in the first place? Come on, why there was a version of me dead and rotting in your jungle, I was working with the other Garrett signs, including the one in your timeline. Leviathan killed them all on sight. I'm the only one left. My only hope was to use an exofighter working inside the war game.
It doesn't matter now, Science. We almost completed Golden Goose.
What?
You and Durbin stole the plans for the Revolution cylinder and stabilizer chip. But we have your prototype, the reaction gate, and even the time displacement algorithm.
Please, I'm begging you, give them to me.
That's not the way this works. We got plans for your device, Doc.
What are you going to do?
We're going to jump this carrier back to 2040 and convert all the high Zol in Leviathan's tanks to low Zol. The computer dies, the island lives, change places and handy dandy.
My God, you're insane.
What difference does it make to you, Doc? Either we win or we die.
And Durban's going down with us either way. That'll save your skin.
You're serious? If Leviathan dies, the world will lose Golden Goose technology forever. No more Heisel. Kiss that golden future goodbye. What makes you think I'll allow that? Destroy my life's work? Help you even?
Life is full of complicated choices, Science. Right now, yours is to help us, or we'll leave you to Durban. How do we jump the carrier to time?
Every second brings Durban closer. He could be right outside.
Okay. You already have what you need. That prototype should be capable of sending matter back to 2040. It just needs an update. This is the Golden Goose firmware I left behind on the island 3 years ago. Durban stole it from another exoplanet.
This is Magnum's data.
There's one other problem: power. That prototype is supposed to be fitted with a revolution cylinder to amplify its power. Without that, you'd be lucky to send a model airplane back to 2040, let alone your whole carrier.
Leave that to us, Doc. We'll take us something.
There. I've held up my side of the deal. You hold up yours. Stop Durban.
Unlike you, Science, we can be trusted. If we get out of here alive, everyone's getting out of here alive. Hammerhead out.
Ladies and gents, I think we can actually do this. For once, we have the advantage.